Hello there, and welcome back to the Universe Podcast. I'm your host, Tegan Elliott, and today I'm joined by special guest, Mia Scutts.
Hello.
Hi, Mia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Are you American?
I'm not. I've been told a lot by you, by Katie Rose, that I have a really good American accent.
Yes, it's one of the best I've heard here.
I like to creep you out with it. It's fun.
Well, I wouldn't say it's like creepy. Like, okay, like I watched Wild Child recently, and then they have the American accent with like where she's got to be American.
What, Emma Roberts?
No, it's not Emma Roberts. It's like it's one of like the side characters.
Right.
And she's doing like this British accent, and I'm like, she's definitely American. There's no way she's British. But you would have done a much better job if it had to be. Yeah.
Thank you.
So they should have cast you.
Oh, mate, I was fresh in the womb by that point, unfortunately. If I was around, then definitely.
Oh, your eyeliner looks really good.
Thank you.
Are you okay? So were you one of the girlies like in middle school, like you were always doing like your eyeliner for practice, or like when did you get into it?
Oh, I fell victim to the great, what would you call it, like beauty influencer plague of 2015. Yeah. So I just have like drawers of this stuff that I just have to use up. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I practiced a lot. I don't really know. Honestly.
Well, because I can't do. I end up just, if I ever want an eyeliner vibe, I get like a dark brown eyeshadow on a thin brush, and I just kind of like.
That's enough. That's enough. I do that sometimes.
It does a little something.
Yeah.
A little something. But okay, earlier we were talking about the say it, sort it thing. Now, is it sort it or sorted?
Sorted. Like the past version of sort.
I feel like I've heard British people tell me it's sorted.
No, it's sorted, ED, because when I go on trains, they have it on the little screens that go like with the lights that say like, contact the British Transport Police.
I also think it's sorted, but I've heard people fight me say it's sort it.
No, I've seen it written down. It is sorted.
It's sorted, I feel like, because to me, I'm like, oh, like past tense, like you see it, you say it, and they've already sorted it. Like, yeah, that's kind of, I'm like, oh, like they're on it energy.
Yeah.
But people were fighting, like, British people have fought me in the past couple weeks about this, and I still, but for some reason we haven't felt the urge to like look it up. But I think that makes the debate more lively and it's more ongoing. I still think it's sorted.
It's such a British problem.
Okay, so do you want to explain to the people like what is CSA sorted for people that don't know?
Okay, so CSA sorted is like an advert in the UK that gets played at every train station. For the British Transport Police. So basically, if something looks suspicious, then you have to report it. So you see it, then you say it, and then you contact the British Transport Police, and then it's sorted. That's why it's past tense.
That's what I think as well, but people have been fighting me and say it's sorted.
No, it's not. They're wrong.
Like,
they're very wrong.
I feel like cultured now. Like,
absolutely.
I'm starting to feel
you guys, you've lived here for 2 years.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh. No, I'm really sad to be leaving. I'm not ready to go back yet.
What, in the summer?
Yeah. But it'll be fun, but I need to work a lot because with the cost of the living crisis, I need to work a lot this summer to make money to pay rent.
I've heard people call it the cosy lives, and that makes me want to die.
I'm not gonna lie,
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Say cosy lives.
The American is showing.
And I also said King's Curry during the King's coronation.
King's Curry? Oh, bloody hell.
For the King's coronation.
The King's Curry. Even I wouldn't say that.
King's Curry.
The King's coronation.
We had a little barbecue for the King's Curry. During the Cosy Lives.
Oh dear. Wow, that must be the sweaty barbecue.
You know what I recently saw was the new Spiderman movie.
Oh yeah?
And have you seen it yet?
I haven't. I'm not a Marvel girly.
As a film student, I really expected more from you.
Well, okay, one of my housemates is absolutely obsessed with Marvel. So we started, like, watching all of them. Like, went through one by one in chronological order. And then we got to Iron Man 2 and then we just didn't continue. Oh. And I'm really sad about it because it was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know. My brother was always, like, a sci-fi guy and not a Marvel guy. So
the Spider-Man, it's the animated one. So it's the second one from the Into the Spider-Verse one. It's so beautiful visually looking at it. It's just so pretty. But honestly, if I had to review it and rate it, do you have Letterboxd?
Oh, absolutely.
I need to add you on Letterboxd.
You don't have me on Letterboxd?
No.
Oh my god, my reviews are so funny.
Deadass, I only have my housemate and I have Freddie. That's it.
My reviews are hilarious. Follow my Letterboxd.
Okay,
I don't even know what it is.
Okay, well,
Mia Flow 343.
I could put it in the description below.
Oh my god,
how about that?
Promo, absolutely.
But so for anyone that doesn't know what Letterboxd is, it's basically like a social media app that you can go and it's just solely for reviewing films. you rate them. You can write a little caption and talk about them. You can see what the average rating is.
Yeah.
People can like your comments and comment back, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
But so it's entertaining is what it is.
There are some absolutely cracking reviews on there.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of the reviews are just talking about how hot the cast are, which is valid.
Okay, well, so in the Scooby-Doo, though, so initially I gave it 4... Not Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo? Hang on.
Wait, no, this is why... Wait, okay. Rewind. I was going to talk about how in Spider-Man...
Yes.
There's a character who's Southern. He's got the Cockney accent.
Mm-hmm.
And he says Scooby-Doo. And he, like, using
I haven't got a Scooby.
Yes,
Yeah.
like the slang term. And so then in the comic... They have a little comic font that they put like in the bottom right corner of the screen saying like what it means and how it's Cockney slang for this is what it means. And I thought that was really funny because like being an American in a British audience, having now lived here for a bit, it's just like it was interesting hearing what American jokes in the film didn't land. Like when the kid says he wants to go to Princeton, the mom's like, "You want to go to Jersey?" And like as an American, you kind like you
Is
hear
it
it and
no
you're
one
like,
wants to go to Jersey? What's the
yeah,
joke?
he's in New York. Like why would you want to go to Jersey? But if you're going to Princeton, yeah, okay. But like he wants to go to Jersey, and then she's like, that's just too far. And I was like, okay. Like it's that like I chuckled at, but no one else laughed. But then there were other jokes that like, oh no. And then there's a scene where I think they go to India, and because they're in one of the parallel universes.
Absolutely. Across the Spider-Verse.
One of the guy makes a joke and like, oh, like this is where the British stole from us. No one laughed.
See, that's funny.
And I'd
laugh at that.
I was like, this did not settle well, did it?
It reminds me of Hamilton, the musical.
Yeah.
Because when that came to the West End, I used to be a diehard Hamilton fan. Still am. Just in the closet.
It's banging tunes.
Yeah. Well, when it came to the UK, they had to change loads of the jokes because they just thought it wasn't going to land. Like, one of them was John Adams spends the summer with his family. Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway, which obviously he was vice president.
Yeah.
So they had to change it to vice president isn't a real job anyway, which is just not funny. Like, no tea. It's really not funny. And there was like, there was so many. And I remember because they were also really scared that they were going to hate King George as a character. Yeah. But then forgot that British people love to make fun of themselves and that's our humour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the humour here is very different. It's more self-deprecating. It's drier.
It's funnier.
I agree. Yeah. I like it. But for some people that don't like that humour, then yeah, the American humour is probably more up their alley. Yeah. But I found myself laughing here more. It, so
I love it.
Yeah, it's just funnier.
Hell yeah.
But so I did want to talk to you a little bit about British holidays.
Oh, okay.
Going on vacation.
As in vacations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go on vacation, you go on holiday, what are like the typical top like British spots? Because in America you
stay in your country, don't you?
Yeah, you can. You can go to Florida if you want tropical, you go to Arizona or New Mexico if you want more like mountains, and
Minnesota if you want to freeze.
California if you want the beach, or Hawaii if you want tropical. Like we have so many options. So
like a lot of British people stay in Europe, but I guess like in America you don't have to travel because your country's massive. Like the UK is just a tiny little island.
Well, it's still expensive. I know that like flying from California to New York is like $700.
Oh damn!
Like it's not like it's like so much more affordable.
Though. Yeah,
it's expensive.
Yeah, and I suppose like unless you go to like Mexico, Canada. It must be a lot.
I've never been to Mexico. That is a spot that I know a lot of people have been. Well, but I mean, for me, that's more like, and so many people have been to Mexico.
There's a wall in the way, isn't there?
Ow. Yeah.
But yeah, no, British people tend to go to Europe. A lot of people go to Spain. That's like the main one. And often like the islands surrounding Spain. So like they go to like, for example, like Lanzarote, or I guess some people go to Tenerife, but that's less common. Ibiza. What the other one's Magaluf.
Well, I know that I think it was the environmental department at York. Mm-hmm. They went to Tenerife on like on a field trip.
Nice.
Before Easter holiday, and I was like, wow. I would like to go on a school field trip to Tenerife. Can we?
Not too bad. I guess as film students, there's not exactly a whole lot for us to do.
I mean, we could just do some filming.
Unless we like film. Whoa.
We can film anywhere. That's the beauty of it.
See, guys, it's not a wasted degree.
Yeah. No, I think about how much I've learned doing this degree.
Oh, hell yeah.
In studio, and how much I didn't, like, this is why I'm here. And I think about how much I've learned. I'm like, wow, I could never have done this stuff.
Look at you. You have a podcast.
And I think about that.
Cool.
I'm like, I would not have known how to do any of the sound stuff before coming to uni. Yeah.
Because I learned a lot as well through, like, doing student media as well.
Yeah. So we can talk a little bit about YSTV.
YSTV.
Yeah. So do you want to talk to me about NASTA and like what all this is?
Okay.
A little lore as to what like YSTV.
Cool. So like YSTV is York Student Television. Does what it says on the tin. It's a student television station in York. We have our own studio, massive committee, an amazing committee, and we put out content. Like I think it's like we're at like once every 2 or 3 days at the minute.
I'm recording content tonight.
Oh yeah,
which you reminded me of.
I actually just came back from recording content, so it's been busy. And yeah, like I joined as a fresher. I've been there since I started uni. So like I went in, they trained me on everything, and then they're just like, right, make whatever you want. And I'm like, absolutely, it's so much fun.
And the thing is, I know that you're very like committed. Like you're there frequently. You're doing the most, and a lot of people are. I'm more of like.
You're a casual.
I call myself a freelance TV.
Yeah.
Where if someone needs me, they shoot me a message. I say if I'm free or not, and then I come help.
I think Erin was saying that today actually.
What? But like I'm just there sometimes.
I'm just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
But yeah, so we did. There's one thing that we do all the time. It's the National Student Television Awards. It's once a year, so not all the time. But we hosted them in 2022.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah. Last year. We hosted them. It was a massive event in the middle of Central Hall. We had people from all over the country come around. So we had people from London. We had Leeds. We had a couple. I don't think we had anyone from Glasgow, but we had representation from Glasgow. We had Manchester, like all over the country came to attend these awards. And we came third that year for Best Broadcaster.
Okay.
And then this year we went to London. We went down to Creative Capital in Ravensbourne Uni, which is opposite the O2, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
And yeah, it was so fun. It was like the first time that I got to experience NASTA, like not from a production perspective. It was so fun.
Yeah, you just get to be a guest.
Yeah.
So how did we place this year? Because I don't know.
We got a couple of awards this year. We got special recognition for undergrad. Little plug, go watch it if you like. Not soap operas, what's it called? Sitcoms. Okay. Yeah, it's a sitcom about undergrads. We got what else did we get? We got a lot. I can't even remember. Got a couple. We got bronze for best on-screen talent. Tom Foreman. Shout out to Tom Foreman.
Well, I hear some of the lead students are a little salty as to some awards that we won that they didn't win.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? My brother's going to Leeds next year.
Oh.
So,
is he going to do media?
Well, he's studying media and communication. So
there you go.
There's going to be some family drama.
Okay, so
I look forward to it.
With media and communication, do you know, like, so what is that going to be more like for him? Is that more like social media management stuff?
No, it's like all the theory stuff behind media. It's basically like if anyone did GCSE media or media A level, it's that, to my understanding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really not interested in it.
Yeah. But so does he want to do film, and that's like what the closest thing they had was for film? Okay.
No, he likes doing the theory side. I like doing the hold a camera side.
Yeah. Well, because we had some theory at the beginning of the year.
We did.
Well, and recently, so the University of York was voted for like best university in Yorkshire and top 15 in the country.
You're welcome.
Look at us. Look at us.
Hell yeah. We also got voted like best night out.
I think we got voted safest night out.
Safest? Or was it best?
I know we got safest for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about best.
I have no idea. I thought it was best. Anyway, we should have got best.
Maybe. I mean, I've heard so many people tell me it's shit night out.
No, it's not. It's great. But
I have really nothing else to compare it to other than like Leeds and Newcastle.
I can compare it to my hometown. I'm from Chester. There's nothing there. Like there's good bars, great bars in Chester. There's 2 clubs and they're both crap. They're just
Is one of them a Pop World?
Yes.
Is the other one a Flares?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it wouldn't be crap if that was a Flares.
Well, some of them can be crappy.
Well, you're wrong.
Just
kidding.
So, Flares sponsor me.
No. There's a Rosie's, which turns into a Pop World, which is a chain, and then there's a Cruise, which is awful. But great bars in Chester and great pubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but York nights out are better.
Well, I'm supposed to do the Otley run again sometime soon.
Oh God. Ooh. How'd that go last time?
So, well, last time it was for my birthday, and we did an episode. If you guys want to go back and listen, you can hear me talk more in depth about the Otley Run and what it is and everything. But in short, it's just a really long bar crawl in Leeds.
Yeah.
And you start it in the day. So I think we're gonna get there pretty early, and I have a lot of drinks. Last time I was the only one that remembers the entire night.
That's new.
And it was my birthday. Isn't that impressive? I was quite proud.
No, I'm quite impressed.
Thanks.
I feel like you're usually not that person.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like...
I'll normally have, like, fuzzy details,
Yeah.
things like that.
It's a sign of a good night.
But I did everything I was supposed to do. And, yeah. But then I got food poisoning. That sucked. I went to some sketchy kebab shop. I wish I could remember what it was because I want to avoid that at all costs, and I don't know which one it was.
I'm just going to say, sounds like your fault.
Excuse me. I was so hungry and I was like, give me food. And I went to this kebab shop and tasted great at the time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't throw up from alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. A lot of people are like, you're just trying to like flex, like you're totally lying. Number one, it probably does my liver a huge disservice to the fact that I don't throw up. I think I would save myself so much bodily harm if I could just throw it up, okay? Number two,
there's quality content, guys.
I hate throwing up. Like, I hate it. Like, I vehemently detest it. And so it was definitely the food. And I got food poisoning. And that was really depressing. I just threw
On your
all food.
birthday?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't on my actual birthday, but it was like the birthday weekend
celebration.
leading up to it. 21st. Big deal.
21st?
I showed you my sunglasses from the party, but I already had to box them up, put them away.
Yeah, Tegan's room right now, guys. It's looking a bit, if you don't mind me saying, looks a little bit drab.
I was going to say it looks like a straight man's room.
That is such an insult to yourself, but you're also correct. Apart from the octopus that's staring me in the eyes right now.
Yeah. Well, he's happy.
It's a purple octopus, and he's happy, and he's staring at me.
It's one of those little ones you can flip
flip it inside out.
Yeah. So then when he doesn't get angry often.
No.
I remember one of the times he was angry was when I had COVID and I had to isolate. I was like, yeah,
just put it outside your room.
Mad now. Oh, when Taylor Swift dropped "You're Losing Me," flipped inside out. I was like, I'm sad. It was really good. No, you don't understand that song. Oh, wow.
Didn't see you at the Taylor Swift night though the other night.
Here's the thing: is I've become more of a woman that likes to drink water recently.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm going to be able to continue.
Water and collagen with orange
vodka.
juice. No, but collagen powder in my orange juice. I used to do smoothies, but now I can't be asked to actually go buy the fruit because I can't afford it, so I just buy orange juice.
I thought you meant cordial, and I was like, that's not the same thing.
No. Like collagen powder.
Okay.
Just to help with my hair, skin, and nails. Because after I got the acrylics, my nails were so severely weakened. I was like, I need some sort of strengthening stuff.
Yeah.
So we're giving it a whirl. We'll see how it goes.
Best of luck.
Maybe it'll make me glowy and beautiful. So
you don't need that. You already are. Like,
thanks. Just compliment fishing. But yeah, so are you going anywhere fun this summer? Was what I was going to ask you earlier.
Yeah, I am. Well, first of all, my granddad is coming over from Canada. Okay. So he's not been to the UK in so long, and his partner is coming. And to put into perspective of how long it's been since his partner's been here, I have a dog who is 11 years old, and he has never met the dog. That's how long it's been.
Okay.
So they're coming, which is exciting. So we're going to go visit them. And then straight after they leave, we're going to Italy, which is another one of those like British destinations.
Where in Italy though?
We're going to Venice. Yeah. And then my middle name is Florence. So we're going to Florence.
Yeah.
That's like the literal only reason.
I love Italy.
Oh, I've never been. I'm so excited.
You're going to love it. No, yeah. The food and the people. I mean, if you go to like some of the less like try to stay away from some like the tourist attraction restaurants and go somewhere a little more local. I do a lot of research on good food, coffee shops. Like I'm a foodie when I travel.
Yeah.
So like I picked out a lot of like the coffee shops and like restaurants that we'd go to when I was with my mom and her when her boyfriend joined us for a bit on the trip. He joined us in Venice. I was doing a lot of research. I can send you. Remind me after this to send you the name of this restaurant. I don't remember the name of it, but it's on my phone.
Yes.
Phenomenal food. Like we went twice and we were only in Venice for like 3 or 4 days. So
absolutely.
Good. So good.
I've never had like proper Italian pizza. Like I've had it like in York, like Cresci. Oh my God. Cresci is so good. But like I'm so excited to have Are we in a disagreement?
I have no hate towards Crushy.
I sense that you're lying.
However, there might be a bit of an issue. Okay, I think a pizza shouldn't be wet.
I mean, generally.
Here's the thing is I think you should be able to, like, pick it up if you wanted to. Or if you had to cut it with a fork and knife, it not be dripping.
Fair enough.
And I will say, though, so when I went, I've only been once, and that's when I was disappointed, like, very disappointed. It was really wet pizza, and I was like, what am I eating? But the flavor profile was there.
The flavor is amazing.
Whatever they make with their marinara, I loved. The pizza sauce was good.
Well, a little bit of promo for YSTV. We worked on a video with Crushy, didn't we,
I'm aware. I was there.
Yeah. We filmed an episode of York Bites, which is a series by our lovely friend Ava, who produces it. She's actually, you're going to film it today, aren't you?
I'm going to do one. I think we're going to Caesars, which I've never been to. It's another Italian place.
Yeah. Well, we did one on Crushy, and me and you had to leave. I don't know why you had to leave early.
I think I was doing a podcast episode.
Oh, well, there you go. But me and Ava stayed and we got a free pizza. And it was so good. So watch York Bites, the Crushy episode, or just any of them, because they're great. They're great series. I'm editing your one that you're doing today.
Oh, yeah. Well, after you told me, I quickly went online to go look to see, like, what's going on the calendar, because I need to make sure I actually show up for this stuff. Because I would have forgotten.
Yeah. Right, for context, we were supposed to do this at 5 p.m. because I had a meeting. And then Tika was like, yeah. Like,
that sounds great.
That sounds great.
Perfect.
And then I was talking to Ava, who I live with, and she was like, oh yeah, we're doing York Bites at 5. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do Tegan's podcast. And she goes, Tegan's supposed to be coming with me.
She's gonna know. I completely forgot.
No, she already knows.
Yeah, I know.
Because I said that I texted you to remind you that I was like, hey, bestie, are we doing this tonight? Or are we doing it from Caesars?
I know. Well, now, here's the thing is I've stopped using a calendar now that, like, I've been done with exams. I've just been, like, being a sloth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, staying up really late.
Yeah.
Honestly, just doing fuck all.
So have I, but I still have a lot of stuff to do, especially for YSTV. Basically, right, I'm the outgoing social sec. So I was social sec for the academic year of 22-23. Obviously, we're going into 23-24. How has that happened? Don't know.
Well, it's our final year of uni coming up.
Even. Oh. But we have these, like, award ceremonies, like silly awards that we do. So I've been trying to plan that with our lovely station director, Beth, and new social sec, Sanziana, and old station director, Meg.
You'll have to let me know when that is so I can pull up.
Yeah, well, you can check the calendar.
I know. LOL.
It's on Monday.
Where are we? You'll have to tell me where we're doing.
Yeah, no, I will. We have it when we booked it. I will.
Okay. Perfect. Yay. And also, okay, so let's talk a little bit about summer ball.
Oh, okay.
So, are you going?
I think I am. Yeah, I'm going with my boyfriend, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you have a dress? Like, what's
yeah, I do have a dress. I need it to be altered. Because it's like. Really, like, it's high neck, but it's not supposed to be like turtleneck. Yeah. And right now it goes to about like halfway up my neck. A bit. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a black and white dress with like smoky roses on it. Ooh. It's got a leg slit and it's tie up at the back. It only cost me £30. Oh, that's great!
Damn, girl.
Yeah, I love summer ball. I had such a good time last year.
Who's performing? Isn't it?
It's Scouting for Girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's so like exciting. Cool. We actually get like real people coming to these things.
Yeah, no, one year we had Charlie XCX. I think Mabel was booked for 1 year, but then had to pull out. But
if we could get Taylor Swift, imagine. No, you know what I'm hoping for?
I'm gonna say, Tegan, don't get your hopes up.
Next year, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the universe.
The universe. Okay, right. Should we hold hands?
Okay. Next year, if we have the summer ball and Taylor Swift's on tour in England, let her come to summer ball for a surprise performance.
Please.
Amen. Please, amen. So I'm like, well, initially I was like, if we get the 1975 to come, which could be a little more probable. Yeah. And Taylor Swift to be like a surprise guest, but now that she and Maddie Healy broke up, I highly doubt that will be a thing.
I mean, I highly doubt it anyway. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, she did a surprise show at when Bon Iver was performing in London, like back in the autumn time.
But like, where was he performing?
Somewhere in London, and she just showed up and did a little surprise song. Because my friend Andrew was there, and I remember when he posted and it said at Taylor Swift, I was like, I thought you were at the Bon Iver concert, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what do you mean, Andrew? What do you mean? So
heartbreaking.
Wasn't sad at all. Wasn't salty. Could have been me.
But yeah, no, right. Last year at Summer Ball, it was one of my favourite bands that was headlining. It was a band called Surfer Waves. Yeah. And if you don't know them, you might know like their big song T-Shirt Weather. I feel like everyone, especially if you're British, everyone knows that song. Hell yeah, we're repping the boys. And they played, and I was so excited because I was like, oh my god, I already have a ticket. I don't have to pay for it. And like they're playing at my uni. Is that really weird? And they were really good. They were really good.
See, I don't have a ticket. What? I don't think I'm gonna go. Because it's just so expensive. And the thing is,
it's not cheap.
With the Otley run, I'm like, that's where my money's going to go at this point.
Valid.
I don't have much money left. It's the end of term. We're all there. We're all dry. We're all struggling. And I'm like, if I had to pick one or the other, yeah, I'm going to pick the Otley run because it's also for my friend Sarah's birthday.
Fair enough.
So I can't not, you know what I mean?
Well, they've got like, I'm going pure, like mostly because of the activities. There's a Ferris wheel.
I was gonna say, is there like a roller coaster? Like what's the vibe?
So yeah, no, there's a Ferris wheel. Last year they had like one of those rides that kind of goes like up and down, and you're on like big arms in a little pod, and you go up and down in a circle. I don't know what they're called.
Is the Summer Ball at the race course?
Yes.
Like where the Pride Festival is?
No, it's like actually where the buildings are.
Oh, okay.
Because inside they've got like they've got an internal casino, which is sick. Oh. So Ferris wheel, big uppy downy arm ride thingy. They've got shisha bar. They've got free fairground games. Like everything's free because it's all included in your ticket. So nice. I feel like that makes it kind of better value. It's still quite a lot. They've got bumper cars. You get free Bumble merch. So if anyone's a fan of Bumble,
what, like the dating app?
Yeah. At least that was there last year. I don't know if it's there this year. Okay. I'm not involved in the planning, so I don't know. Okay. But I actually really enjoyed it last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is your take on dating apps?
My take on dating apps?
Yeah.
I'm not a customer of them.
I know. Yeah, but just like a general.
I used to have them back when I was single. I used to have them. I just thought they were fun. Like I never really wanted to like meet anybody on them. See, okay, but I loved the swiping games, and I still take my single friends' phones and just do the swiping.
Like get the fear though that some like people that you know are gonna see you, or that no,
it's the fun part.
Oh no I don't want any no. And also then the idea of like you seeing someone, or like what if you swiped yes on them and then they swiped no on you, and then like you guys see each other in public and you're like,
but how would you know? You'd never know.
Well, if you don't match, then you're gonna know.
Yeah, but the other person wouldn't know. So if you swiped yes on someone and they swiped no on you, only you would know that.
Or what if you both swipe yes and then you have a little conversation, it dies out and gets really weird, and then you run with them in public. And New York's also a very small place.
True. But the fun part of it is when you see someone you know swipe yes and go lol. That's what I used to do.
I get it when I travel a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just fun to just see, like, how many other people are out there in Italy or in Switzerland.
Who was it?
Or Norway. It's just fun.
There was someone I was talking to that was like, oh, I went to Magic Mike in the West End and then put my Tinder preference to like 1 mile away whilst I was in the theatre just to see if I could get any of the performers on it. I can't remember who it was now. But I was like, that's
slay.
Pretty smart. Yeah. Just do it at the Harry Styles concert. Just keep going.
Until you swipe.
Until you swipe on Harry Styles.
Oh my God.
Or Taylor, if she's there.
Okay, well, I'm like, they're both single.
Mum and Dad are getting back together.
Imagine. I think they're just too different now. I just don't think.
I mean, they also, the thing is, right, people that are obsessed with the divorce, in quotation marks, right, it just like, I don't fully understand it because it was ages ago. It was 2012.
They also didn't date for that long, did they?
I don't think so. The only thing I ever saw of them dating was that one picture of them walking down the street where Harry's wearing a beanie, and then the kiss at New Year's. Those are the only pictures you see.
Whenever they're referenced, that's it.
Right? So like,
are there any more pictures of Taylor and Harry out there?
I don't know. Conspiracy theory.
We have to ask the question: did they ever actually date?
Dun, dun, dun. I honestly just also don't care.
It reminds me of the people that are still obsessed with Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson.
Did they date?
Yeah. If you look at Rock. What the fuck? Did you watch Twilight?
I watched the first one. I've never seen the others. Okay, right.
You're
I have a
missing
reason.
out.
I have a reason behind it.
Oh no.
No. It's purely because whenever like my friends, like, whether that's at uni or at home, are like, let's watch Twilight.
Yes.
They always watch the first one, and I'm always like, no, can we watch the second one?
I
I've never
really like the
seen
second
it.
one. The first three are good, and after that, I don't like the last two.
I did see someone on TikTok get married where Bella and Edward got married. Spoilers. Where, but it's been out for like a decade, so catch up. Where Bella and Edward got married.
Yeah.
And it was so cute, actually.
Well, okay, so Twilight. Yeah, so Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart did date. And they were cast member, right? So, and I'm telling you, this was during an era where fans were like foaming at the mouth for
hardcore
this shit.
shipping.
I'm talking like, it was like, and it's
Tumblr went mad.
It's also around
I'm sure.
that same era with like Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber.
Oh,
that same craze, Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. It's that same energy. I think it's just that same fan base, and they just have all these couples they just can't let go of.
But it's also people that are like our age.
Yeah.
Like,
so with the Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson thing, she had cheated on him, is what the rumor was, with the director of Snow White and the Huntsman or whatever it was, where she was acting in.
Right.
And so they broke up. And seeing Robert Pattinson with Suki Waterhouse at the Met Gala, so cute. I am obsessed. He looks so in love with her. They are such a cute couple.
Aww.
I cannot ship it harder. And also Kristen Stewart looks so happy and like healthy and just looks so sure of herself. Be happy for the people and see that they're in a good place, and like don't keep trying to ship them. Like,
right?
It's also like, imagine every time you like see a fan, they like try to ask you about your ex. That'd be so exhausting.
I have strong opinion. Careful,
Yeah.
You could just knock the
Radiator.
I have strong opinions on Larry.
Me too.
I have very, very strong opinions on Larry.
Okay, so do you want to give context as to what Larry is?
So Larry is people shipping Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles from One Direction, obviously. Obviously. I have very strong opinions because, right, I think that there are too many coincidences, coinkydinks, to say that they did not date. However, they are not still dating. I think that they dated when like One Direction first started and then broke up because they were forced to or just on their own terms. But like never fully like forgot about it.
Yeah.
And that's why there's still evidence. I think they
had
date.
a lot of flirty banter.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But most of the evidence is from like early days of One Direction, and that's why I think. Have you seen that video where like Louis like caresses Harry's arm with his finger when they're in like
Maybe they're just bros, Mia. Two bros in
a
the hot tub.
As my boyfriend would say, it's homosexual. And like every time he says that, it makes me want to die.
I like
but
that.
yeah, no, I think they definitely dated.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not together anymore. But people think they are. And
Larry. I remember telling my friends about it, and I was like, I think Larry's a thing, and they were like, no, like, just definitely not. But then a couple years later, they're like, Tegan, I think you were right. And I was like,
no, but like the most convincing thing I've seen about, not that this is not turned into a thing about ships, but like the most convincing Larry evidence I've seen is in one of Louis Tomlinson's lyric videos. It was like outlines of pictures, and one of them was long hair Harry Styles staring off a balcony, and people found the original photo. And it is an exact replica. And it's like, why would it be there if it's not, you know?
Well, and then also, did you ever read the Wattpad fanfics?
I was not a fanfic person.
I didn't read them, but I remember seeing them out there, and I was like, damn, like there's some diehard fans.
Like people say to me often that I strike them as someone that would have read fanfiction.
I see it, yeah.
I never read fanfiction. The closest I got
fanfiction.
The closest I got was watching Dan and Phil read fanfiction.
Okay.
That was as close as I got.
I went through a fanfiction phase.
Skinfic.
When was it? Like 2014.
Yeah, it was around
my friend Katie and I, when we were in Florida over the summer, we read nonstop, like just Wattpad.
It was never my thing. I don't know. I think I just found it too weird. I was like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I would just get frustrated because I'd be like, this is so grammatically incorrect. So I would then, like, if I found too many grammatical errors, I couldn't read it. I would just get so fixated on it that I was really picky and selective on wanting to find good writing in a fanfic. Yeah. And it was hard to come by.
Me with films now, but with like cinematography. Like, one of my favorite shows at the minute is Pawn Stars, but not like what you think. PAWN Stars. Have you watched that? Mm-mm. It's It's an American reality TV show where they work in a pawn shop.
I think I've heard maybe.
Well, it's really good. I like obsessively watch it. And they just don't know how to focus a bloody camera. And it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Oh, I will say, one of my issues with the new Spider-Man film was that the sound, couple times, I was like, the dialogue needs to be turned up. Because the music and the sound effects would get too... And the thing is, I was in almost the center of the cinema. My sound should be perfect.
Yep.
And it wasn't.
Middle.
And it was like, I mean... especially at the beginning of the film, when you've got your character, I think her name's Gwen, she's like drumming.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear exactly what she was saying. I had to just infer and give myself context clues to figure out what she said. But I was like, my hearing's not like on the outs here. Like I should be able to hear this just fine.
Yeah.
And I was here. There were a couple. It was at the beginning, and then a couple times throughout where I was like, they needed to adjust that.
Yeah.
But also, I know from a sound perspective, all of that needs to be built from the ground up. They start with nothing because it's all animated. You have no sound.
It's very true. Yeah.
So,
speaking of sound,
yes.
do you know what we did recently, Tegan? We handed in our second year films.
We did.
As I was walking upstairs, there was just a box with a rubber, like, bloody knife in it.
Oh, in my house.
In your house.
I was thinking like in the department.
No, in your house. And Tegan was like, it cost me like 30 quid. I'm not like throwing it away. And I was like, valid point. But I did my film, and like the mixing, the first time I heard it on the cinema speakers was the screening. And there was just stuff wrong with it. And it was really sad. But we got through it.
Yeah.
We did.
We're done. We finished
done.
year 2.
And yours was, high five. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yours was about a podcast.
Mine was about, I mean, I think I've talked about it a little bit, but yeah, it's a girl with a true crime podcast who gets too close to the truth and pays the ultimate price. I did submit it to Luma.
She knows her log line.
Yeah, I do. I've said it many times. Did you submit to Luma Film Festival?
I did. I did submit it to Luma.
For anyone that's interested, Luma Film Festival, University of York, check it out.
Yeah, 16th to the 18th of June.
Yep.
Very fun. You can still submit to watch for like the gala screenings. Can't for awards anymore, but for gala you can.
Yay!
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Well, I think we're actually gonna wrap this up. This has been a great episode.
It was so fun.
Thank you so much, Mia, for stopping by.
No problem. We talked about everything.
We did. We talked about a
lot of stuff.
Number of things. Like,
I feel like that just happens when we talk, though. It just kind of jumps around, doesn't it?
We talk a lot, yeah.
We do.
Us in the computer labs when we were working, we had to actually try to stay focused.
Yeah,
we're done. And I don't have to go back in that room for a long time.
So pleased.
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Mia. And thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. You can find us anywhere podcasts have been found, that being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, all the places. You can also find us on YouTube, so if you're watching us on YouTube, hello.
Hi.
And also follow us on Instagram at The Universe Podcast.
And subscribe to Wise TV.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for listening, and bye.
Bye.